Deuteronomy 18, offerings for priests and Levites, occult practices. The prophet like Moses, Deuteronomy 18 provides for the priests and Levites, who have no land inheritance through the shoulder, cheeks, and stomach of sacrifices and the firstfruits. The chapter then issues a strong prohibition against all occult practices: 20 child sacrifice, divination, sorcery, witchcraft, mediums, and necromancy, calling them detestable to the Lord. Finally, the great promise: the Lord will raise up a prophet like Moses, and the people must listen to him. Let's walk through it and understand offerings for priests and Levites. The Levitical priests, indeed. The whole tribe of Levi are to have no allotment or inheritance with Israel. They shall live on the food offerings presented to the Lord, for that is their inheritance. They shall have no inheritance among their fellow Israelites. The Lord is their inheritance, as he promised them. This is the share due the priests from the people who sacrifice a bull or a sheep, the shoulder, the internal organs, and the meat from the head. You are to give them the first fruits of your grain, new wine and olive oil, and the first wool from the shearing of your sheep. For the Lord your God has chosen them and their descendants out of all your tribes to stand and minister in the Lord's name always. If a Levite moves from one of your towns anywhere in Israel where he is living, and comes in all earnestness to the place the Lord will choose, he may minister in the name of the Lord his God, like all his fellow Levites who serve there in the presence of the Lord. He is to share equally in their benefits, even though he has received money from the sale of family possessions. Occult practices. When you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not learn to imitate the detestable ways of the nations there. Let no one be found among you who sacrifices their son or daughter in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft or casts spells, or who is a medium or spiritism, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Because of these same detestable practices, the Lord your God will drive out those nations before you. You must be blameless before the Lord your God. The prophet: the nations you will dispossess listen to those who practice sorcery or divination. But as for you, the Lord your God has not permitted you to do so. The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your fellow Israelites. You must listen to him. For this is what you asked of the Lord your God at Horeb on the day of the assembly, when you said, "Let us not hear the voice of the Lord our God, nor see this great fire anymore, or we will die." The Lord said to me, "What they say is good. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites, and I will put my words in his mouth. He will tell them everything I command him. I myself will call to account anyone who does not listen to my words that the prophet speaks in my name. But a prophet who presumes to speak in my name anything I have not commanded, or a prophet who speaks in the name of other gods, is to be put to death." You may say to yourselves, "How can we know when a message has not been spoken by the Lord?" If what a prophet proclaims in the name of the Lord does not take place or come true, that is a message the Lord has not spoken. That prophet has spoken presumptuously, so do not be alarmed. Lessons and teachings 1. The Levites' portion is the Lord himself. The Lord is their inheritance. They had no land, but they had God. For us, seek God as your ultimate treasure. 2. Occult practices are detestable to the Lord. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. 6:12 p.m. Divination, sorcery, medium, severy, all forbidden. For us, avoid any form of spiritism, fortune-telling, or occult. 3. You must be blameless before the Lord. You must be blameless before the Lord your God. 6:13 p.m. Because the nations practice these things, Israel must not. For us, blamelessness means no fellowship with darkness. 4. The prophet, like Moses, is the ultimate revelation. I will raise up for you a prophet like me. 6:15. Moses was the greatest prophet of the Old Covenant. Jesus is the greater. For us, listen to Jesus, Matthew 17:5. 5. The words of the prophet are God's words. I will put my words in his mouth. 6:18. True prophets speak divine revelation. For us, test prophecies against Scripture. 6. The test of a false prophet. If what he proclaims does not take place, do not be afraid of him. 6:22. Failure of prediction exposes a false prophet. For us, do not follow those whose predictions fail. Stay tuned as we move to the next chapter of the book Deuteronomy. Subscribe, like, comment, and hit notification button for more videos, more Bible study, and more Bible knowledge. We are glad you are on board.